Hello guys, welcome back to my digital space. If you've seen this space for the first time, thank you for checking out this video. My name is Glory and I am your host in the Glory Pious channel. Today's video is a storytelling video and about to storytell you on why I quit as a freelancer. Now, it's no news, freelancing is one of the hot thing right now in today's industry. Like in today's digital space, everyone wants to be a freelancer because it gives you the opportunity to earn a foreign currency, work from home, and work from any part of the world you are. But here I am quitting as a freelancer. And why is that? That's what I'm going to tell you in this story of mine. So, as a newbie who was trying to find her way into the digital space, trying to make money online, come up with something just to earn a daily living, I came across several things ranging from forex trading, cryptocurrency, survey testing, games to make money online from digital products that I never got to upload, and so many of them all. Like I spent lots of time on the internet researching on how I could make money online because I needed to make money. I was a new graduate who just came out from school and had no money, had nothing, not even a cent or a dime or a kobo. In my own country the list would be kobo. So I wanted to try something new. Then I came across this video talking about freelancing, and not just freelancing, talking about Upwork. So I started doing my research on this word called freelancing. So I came across several of them. There's freelancing, I think, or freelancer, the one with the blue icon. Yeah, this one. And there's Fiverr, and there's Upwork. Now, just like you already know, as a freelancer, you have to be offering a skill. You have to be rendering a service a service that people can pay for. Be it a content, a writer, a social media manager, a data entry. Okay, or be it social media management, blog writing, video editor, graphics designer, logo designer, digital marketing. There has to be a skill. You have to offer a skill in order to be able to get paid. So as a poor girl as I am now, I just came across, I'm like, okay, now what can I do? Let me start. I start asking myself questions. You know that moment when you have to take a survey to know what your digital superpower is, because I know I can't disappear, neither can I fly. So it has to be in a digital space. What can I do then? After serious deliberation and questionnaire filling, I came across what my digital superpower is writing. So, and I was just someone who was good at my words. So I'm like, okay, why not put it in writing then? So I started creating my profile on several freelancing platforms. I created my gig on Fiverr. Then I was also someone who loved numbers, so I'm like, okay, let's make it financial writing or financial summary, and at the same time blog writing, and at the same time anything that shall come around. I just built my profile based on things I could do. I could convert PDF file to Word documents. I could remove background. I could write. And then I just built my profile on this freelancing platform based on that, because as a girl who felt that was enough for me, all these skills are enough for me to start making this money that everyone is making. That's where I started. I started my freelancing journey, put up my profile, and the same thing for Upwork. I said, okay, let me go for visual assistant. Since visual assistant do virtually everything I can do, transcribing, email, and the rest of them, I'm like, okay, visual assistant was the best role for me, and it started. Oh, are you still waiting? Well, that's the same way I was waiting. I was waiting for that opportunity to come. Months passed, 2 months passed. Oh, it's been 3rd and 4th month already. This is how time was going, and I was like, okay, what am I not doing right? So I went back to my research again, watched several videos, and I decided to concentrate on Upwork. Since that was what I was seeing more content on, I started writing my proposal. I didn't even know I had to write proposal, but meanwhile, months has gone. I started writing my proposal, started searching for a visual assistant role that best fits me. Well, like, you know, being a freelancer, getting your first job is the hardest part. I didn't know what I was doing wrong, but I was doing a whole lot of things wrong. Now I've come to think of it. So I decided to change my profile from a visual assistant to a content writer. Then I put up my profile. I put up a second profile. I didn't just change it. I put up a second gig or a second profile up as a content writer. I got my first rejection, which I was glad I got a rejection, because I never even get a response in the first place. I'm like, oh, sorry, I got someone, but then I'm gonna put you in line and know, oh, next one. I say, okay, thank you so much for considering me. Then we kept on applying. Of course, the struggle is real. The struggle is real now. We got to make this money. So then came the second one that was like, oh, this is the one. This one has to be the one. Then I applied, and he didn't get back to me. Then I went out just for ordinary 30 minutes. I left the app. He sent me a message, and I wasn't there to read it. Who can drink water? Okay, we are back. What were we saying? Then he was like, oh, sorry, I didn't get your response. I had to give it to someone. I'm like, okay, it's not my bad luck, or what am I not doing right? So as a writer, I had this book I wrote. I told you I was trying to make money online. I had about Amazon KDP. I wrote a book now. As a creative person, I wrote a children's book. Yes, I wrote a children's book. I wanted to upload, but then I had so many error messages trying to upload, and I don't know why. I left it. Some of these contacts, some of these people who responded to my message, my proposal, by rejecting me, I'm like, what can I do? And I sent them a message. Okay, hello, I have a book, a social book I want to sell. I don't know if you're interested. It's a children's book, this one, that one. Can you help me find publishers who are interested? And that was how I sold myself. I sold my book to these clients. And guess what? Out of the two, one actually replied and was like, wow, that's amazing. Can I see what's the book about and all that? And I told him, okay, send me a detailed summary of the book so I could reach out to publishers and know. And I was super excited. Guy, you need to see how happy I am. I'm like, oh, finally I'm going to sell this book. Ah, God, see money on the way. Then he reached out to me saying, okay, publishers actually want books like that, but it has to be series. Like, it has to be not just one. There has to be a part. It has to be a series book. Like, there has to be a part, a B part, C part of it. Like, it has to be 1, 2, 3. No, now I mean, for instance, Ada goes to school. Ada graduates from school, and Ada is now in college. All those kind of things, book series. I'm like, okay, yeah, I could do that if I can do this. I just need to think and write the other two. So at the end of the day, we started communicating. We became close, and he had a job for me. And I was happy. Finally, I had my first job on Upwork. This girl was super excited. Then it hit me. It was a cooking book, and it was 100 recipe of a book of an ingredient I have never used my entire life. I am an African, and I'm supposed to write the ingredients for a book of someone in, I don't know, Irish. As I was telling you, my brothers and sisters, story never finished. Sorry. The matter I have not finished as I was talking. Then I got this job of 100 recipe, and it has to be 20,000 words at first. I'm like, okay, I could do this. And I didn't know what was obtainable based on price. So I was offered $200 for a 20,000 word book. And I'm like, wow, this is huge. This is huge. I started the writing process, and I realized 20,000 word book is not as simple as I thought it was, and $200 was nowhere the price for this amount of work. But I've already accepted the job, and what could I do? I had to deliver. In the writing process, I couldn't even cover 100 recipe for 20,000 word. The book got to a 30,000 word book because I had to meet up the 100 recipe. Even though but for me to meet up the 100 recipe, I had to extend the number of words because what I was writing was more. The recipe was more, so the number of words had to increase. I didn't even know if there was a standard for content creators and how they charge. I was just a newbie, and I was just doing as the spirit leads. So when I was in the process, I felt sick because it was my first time. I had no guidance. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just, and the work was much. So I literally fell sick. But the good part is I got to deliver the project, yes, because I exceeded the 20,000 word. I got a $20 bonus. Yeah, he was a nice person, but I was just the dumb one who didn't know what was applicable as at that time. And then I delivered the job. I got my review for my first job, and I thought from there I'll be getting a lot of job. And I realized this is how stressful freelancing is. I don't want to be a part of it because that very job messed with my mental health and my energy. And for what? How much was it again? So I decided to quit. I didn't even care again because it was so stressful for me that this wasn't what I expected. This wasn't what I thought or how I thought it would be. So I quit. Now, but these are the lessons I learned after my first job. And the reason why I actually quit, I've just told you. But then I didn't go into it with guidance. I had no mentor or coach, even though I watched several YouTube videos. I didn't know what was obtainable in the industry I was going into, and I wasn't good at my skill. Like I wasn't good enough to handle that amount of work. So it's told on me. But guys, if you want to go into freelancing, you have to have guidance. You need a mentor, you need a coach. You need to be aware of what is obtainable in the industry you're going into, and then you could go into it with your full chest. But then I learned my lesson, and I am back, and I ain't taking any chances this time. So now I know the things I didn't know then. I'm still in my content writing niche, and I actually added graphics design to it because I started learning graphics, and I don't know what is obtainable. So you can't come and tell me that. Why will I write 30,000 word book for $200? Who does that? So this is why I stopped freelancing, and I learned my lesson, and we are back. So oh, pardon me. This is just me being me and enjoying my storytelling process. So I'm not really used to storytelling on my videos, but if you enjoyed this content, please let me know in the comment section, and it helps us and the algorithm see us and our stories. And also comments in the comments, leave your comments in the comment section, and destroy that subscribe button if you're yet to do so. Now you've done that, permit me to take my leave and see you in my next video. Adios. Okay, this was a story water, and I need water.